ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
2nd and 7.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Tempo, tempo, tempo. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Hey, what's the ball? What's the ball?
Now Foles. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 16-yard line.
The left side completion to Jones. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in
trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
It's 2nd and 8. At the 20.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Called that a very strong gain of 24.
15-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Bears, first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
You ready? 45, 45. Mike, 45. Easy. 45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. 45's the Mike. Come on, baby, come on, let's go. Hey, go, down, go.
Flush to his right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
7. Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is T.J. Logan to return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay.
Mike Evans, 76 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Buccaneers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Mike Evans with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Ryan Suckup set.
Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense. They went with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 3rd down, it's Patterson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 38-yard line. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down. Right there.
Brought down right past the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Levante David. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
1st and 10.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, If your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 22.
A good pickup there, a 22.
Buccaneer first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
At the Buccaneers' 27-yard line.
From the 27, Foles. And Graham's got it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards, a first down.
Bears. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. He's got daylight. The 40. The 20, 10, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead is swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Foles and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Foles on the give to Montgomery. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
For the Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Here's a first down throw that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And now here is another interception. T.J. Green with a pick. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
He'll let one go deep for Howard. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Going deep this time for Miller. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's Jones. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first... And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's their quarterback scoring on the 2-yard keeper, and the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Now it's Patterson. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line.
Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last season, makes the stop.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll throw now on the final play. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards.
Buccaneers.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Jones again, the ball.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home because it's coming too loud.
And now here is another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the lead will swell by one more.
Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Now it's Patterson. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Harold Patterson on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On play action, they'll throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, I haven't met an NFL player yet that doesn't use criticism as an edge, and Jimmy Graham has heard that a number of people think he's near the end of his career. He didn't put up the numbers he should have put up in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers. I think he's going to play with a huge chip on his shoulder. Nice catch there, and he wants to show flashes of that form that he exhibited early in his career with New Orleans and Seattle.
13.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Here we go, D.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going up top for Miller. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there for the Bears on 3rd. 55 yards. First down and run with Cohen. He will push his way down to about the 14. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
1-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, Does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Let's go, D. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. I'm trying to collect.
Jones. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Jones broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Finally a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's the 7th leading rusher in the NFL last year. It's Leonard Fournette. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
First down, Buccaneers.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Now watch run, watch run. Check, 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 check. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Check 4, check 4. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno. Hurt. Kill.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football. On
2nd down, here's Fournette. Breaks a tackle.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 18-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Third down.
The Bucs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll set up to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
7-yard line.
Now Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay.
Ronald Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And this Buccaneer offense is running away with this one. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Ryan Suckup set to kick
Now
off.
it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First throw now for the backup Trubisky. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Being chased out. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
34-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Third down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Past the 20. A big run there by Jones. And even 50 yards on the ground.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving.